Okay, looks like we're live. Hello and welcome to the penultimate episode of The Joy of Planting Season 2. We are, fingers crossed, going to finish Cherrybrook this evening, at least the members version. I think the last episode, I don't know if I'll stream that one tonight or I'll do that tomorrow evening or some other time this week. Uh, we'll just be setting up the tour version of this one with kind of tournament objects and things like that. So, what was I gonna do? Oh yeah. Off course, little neighborhood. I started some of these. It's nothing crazy, just sprinkling in some houses, little driveways. Sprinkle a couple plants around the houses, that sort of stuff. Nothing, nothing too crazy. Actually, I could sprinkle another one in here. So I think that's what we will do today. Or it's going to be that and what else? That one's fine. But it'll be that. I have stream and pond planting to do, and then that should do it. Nothing too complicated. Just throw a house down. Throw the driveway texture in. Not too bad. In this case, we'll just bump the width of it up. Oh yeah, I forgot I have music I can go kick on. Let's do that. Alright, there we go. Let's see. I think I wanted to redo this stuff. Remove that. Still want to do some kind of like warehouse shipping thing off to the side here. Actually, maybe I do that down here by the water tower. I'll make 5 a little more interesting, and then I can do just the random assortment of houses up this side, and that should work. Alright, let's just start by moving all these trees out of the way. Throw a little shed of some kind in there. Sure, why not? I'll do something like that. Easy enough. Part of me wants to do power lines somewhere. I think that one's mostly taken care of. That's fine. Alright, yeah, so we have that thing. Let's do some buried trees. I didn't want it to be like grassy under our water tower. I was debating doing that or putting it on like some asphalt, but I think just burying trees and putting it on like a dirt patch makes more sense. There you go. Oops. Alright, that'll work. Yeah, something like that looks fine. Sure. Alright, we have so much memory memory meter to play with, so we can go play around with things. Like we can throw some pools in and all that silly stuff. Of course, it looks terrible. Okay, that's right. I'm like, this sounds familiar. I'm like, oh, I think it's because this was playing on the last stream. I didn't jump forward ahead or forward enough in this playlist. Still, the melody sounds familiar, like it's from something else. Okay, so the pools look terrible. Maybe we just throw like a tennis court or something in. We'll throw like a little fence in there. Again, we're just gonna go have fun with this. Give the off-course stuff a little bit of life. The wall stands out a lot. Let's see. Let's check out the other one. See if that blends in a little bit better. Yeah, I think so. Yep, that one's fine. Alright, that'll work. We'll just throw some let's throw some fence out in front here because we can. I don't know if I even necessarily, let's see. I don't know if this is the fence I'd want to use for this or not, but yeah. Alright, fence. Maybe like this one will work. Yep, actually that probably fits a little better. Yeah, that'll work. Alright, and then we'll just throw a little bit more in here. Hey Maddie, how's it going? I know, for the first time in basically forever, we're actually planting on the Joy of Planting. Actually, I could fit another house in here. Let's do that. We'll fill that in at some point. What am I doing? Objects. Now, the secret with this kind of stuff is, yeah, so I'm gonna spend a little extra time on the stuff on this little corner because it's very visible from the course, so essentially the more you're able to see it, the more time you want to spend on it. If it's stuff that you're basically never going to see, like again, if you're playing 5, you'll see a lot of this, and especially this down here on your approach shot. So you want to spend a little time on that, or like 6. All this area is pretty visible on 6, so little care is always good. But stuff down here, not nearly as important, because you're only going to get like very, like quick glimpses from far away. We'll just throw in the rails, or the rails for that, or the posts for the rails, whatever. Alright. This might end up going a little long. I'm not sure how much, how much time all of this will take, but we'll figure it out. Again, probably spending a little extra time than we need on this, but that's okay. Again, this is kind of a big background feature for this spot, so I'm okay with, making a little bit of a longer episode to go highlight, like a kind of feature area here. Hey, Blue, how's it going? I don't think there's any more of those that close. Yep, that's fine. We'll get away with that one being here. Ooh, Eric with Al-Karaya course. I need to check that one out. That one looks really cool. Sometime this week. Again, we're on a roll here. We want to finish this course up, so that's where all of my energy is going to be for the time being. Alright, now we want to throw a couple little trees in here. Like that guy is probably fine. Hey man, how's it going? I'm doing just fine. Again, getting excited to finish this one up. We'll just throw a couple out here. That'll be fine. Again, doesn't need to be crazy detailed. Just enough to, give it a little bit of a detail splash. Something, say it won't look like outright plain when you see it from off the course. Like, just like a couple bushes in front of the houses, that sort of stuff. That works just fine. Sprinkle a couple of trees in there, just to fill that area in. And then we'll do some copy-paste planting behind our, whoops, sorry. I'm going to do oak, multi-select, area select. Go grab a line of stuff, copy, drop it right there. Bam, the area behind that's now a little more filled in. Again, we have tons of object meter left, so I'm okay with like anything where there's a sight line. We can just go a little deep with the trees, just so that you're never really hitting a point where it looks empty, outside of the plot. It's that illusion of depth type thing where, you shouldn't be able to get the camera this high up to go see out of the plot, but you want just enough so that you're covered from wherever you're going to look at it from on the course. Spin that around. So now we can go, let's go drop a big kind of parking lot in here. There we go. We'll just fill that. Done. We'll just flatten that. That should work. We'll throw in a bunch of vans here. At least a couple. Hey Petro, how's it going? Sorry if I'm not as active in chat as I could be. Just a little distracted with, you know, getting this all finished up. Teaches how to spell words using yardage markers. Well, that's how you get in trouble. There we go. And now let's go throw some like crates and stuff in places. This is what? It was under like furniture. Where were the crates? I can't remember. Yes, okay. There we go. Now we have a little like industrial park of some kind there. Actually, here. Yeah, something like that's fine. Okay, it doesn't need to be crazy, just enough to, you know, give the illusion that there's, you know, stuff going on there. Plant a dumpster. Oh yes, we'll throw a dumpster in here. Why not? Seems fitting. But we should throw some trees in here just because. Or bushes and stuff, you know, whatever. Just to fill it in. Alright, and then we've got to connect it to the road somehow. Nice wide path there. Maybe we'll do like a double entrance thing in there. Like that. Alright. Good enough. We'll get rid of that. We'll get rid of that. I think we'll just do a row of regular houses there. Which means that I can pull all this in. No, this isn't my World Cup at the moment. Your object meter is up to 50. How's it not grinding? Because PC, that's why. Because PC is just way, way better for designing than console is. Whoops, I didn't want to copy it. I wanted to move it, but whatever. We'll drag that elsewhere. That should be just fine. Still need, alright, we'll just drag all this out over here. Because I need to close this area off as well. I'm going to fill this in so you can't see out that direction. So on my to-do list of the last couple things to do on this one before I'm ready to publish. I need to fill all this in at some point as well, so you can't see out that way. We'll just do a copy and replace for a lot of this, and that'll work just fine. Or I suppose we could do more houses and stuff here as well if I wanted. We'll figure it out. Alright, first things first. Suppose we do want a road out this way. Q, how's it going? Alright, let's smooth that out. There we go. Suppose I could fill some trees in here and have, I guess I could have a neighborhood kind of back this way. So maybe we'll just pencil that in. should work. Let's bump the width of this way down. Have that kind of come in. Have you come in down over here. Yeah, I think I can sprinkle a couple houses and stuff there just to spread out that, you know, bit of planting and stuff. I can throw some details in those as well. Alright, so we did this area here. I don't think there's any details I need to add to these guys. Although that one's kind of floating a little bit, so you can bump it up just a little. There we go, good enough. Oops. Let's bump the land up here as well. Good enough. I think that looks fine. Actually here, I suppose we can give 5 a play, see how that looks in the background. Make sure you can't see off into the distance too much. Alright, I think that works for off-course stuff. Seems to fit just fine. Oops, too much. Although... I suppose I can bury some trees in here, kind of fill that area in. I'll throw a couple of buried elms in there. Okay, I don't need to spend a ton of time on this, but we can kind of fill that area in just because. Alright. Good enough. Thanks, Maddie. Appreciate it. Yeah, I like that one as well. That one is fun. Alright, I should do... Let's do a little bit of the stream planting, just to mix it up. So I already started this, just like with a couple rocks, a couple bushes, a little bit of grasses. I think I'll just do the rest of this, this area here. So I think I was using this one, and I'll do one object at a time, just sprinkle little bits of it around the plot, just to save some time. Should hopefully give kind of a nice overall effect when I finish. We'll just sprinkle bushes along the edges. Yeah. Again, taking a little extra time to focus on spots that are, going to be in view more often, and just kind of, I can hand wave away spots that you're not going to see as often. Actually, maybe we'll just do it this way. I don't think I need to focus on this side very much, because nobody's ever really going to look there. You'll only just see that side from that green. Ooh, stream song Black Greens would be a lot of fun, though. We got that. Again, it doesn't need to be crazy. We just want to give enough detail to make it, make it feel alive, versus just kind of the, oh look, it's the empty rocky riverbed. There's going to be little plants and stuff on the banks. It'll usually work that way. Yeah, I'm very glad I don't have to go up against Nitro anytime soon. That's very much a relief for me. Also, just in terms of like planty things, I love this random harvest bush that changes colors when you plant it multiple times. Like, I think that's gonna be a great little highlight feature that a lot of, that could have a lot of utility. Can't wait to kind of give that a try with more stuff. Alright, usually how I'll do streams, I'll throw like a couple big stones in spots. Usually sink them in a little bit. And then, you'll get a couple big ones, and then you'll sprinkle like a handful of littler ones around it, and that usually gives you a nice kind of rocky creek bed look. So doesn't need to be too crazy here. We're just, since it's just background planting, just throwing enough in there to give it, to break things up a little. I just realized, I have to do this one, and then I have a little more stream to plant on the other side of the plot. So we'll give that a go here soon. Which was the one I was multi-planting? It was this one, I think. Okay, I don't need to go overboard, but we can just, sprinkle a couple in where need be. Work. And these will work better on like shallower creek beds where you can kind of see them poking through in the middle of the stream, but that's okay. Really not sure what I want to do with the actual lake bed. Probably want that to be a little lighter in the planting, but suppose I can get away with a little bit of little areas of rocks like that. Maybe a couple bushes and stuff. We'll see. Well, actually, that looks okay. That's just enough to break it up without going too crazy. And it's quick, so maybe we do something like that. Thankfully, I don't have a lot of shoreline to plant, so I can cover this relatively quickly. And then maybe a couple little patches of grass, a couple bushes, that sort of stuff should work just fine. Oh, whoops. Plant some fish. Oh god, that's right, they do have koi fish. I forgot about that. Yeah, I can just sprinkle a couple bigger rocks in there and that should make that whole area work. Oops, I forgot. There we go. I forgot using the arrows to move also changes the parameters of the brushes you're using, or the multi-select stuff. So kind of want to just use the mouse wheel to navigate around while I'm doing this, just so I don't have to keep resizing my brush constantly. Now I can kind of just get away with tons of multi-plant rocks because my plant meter's in good shape, but if you're struggling with plant meter, rocks are a little tough on it. So this is something you'd want to keep an eye out on, and maybe minimize if you're short on meter. Go sparingly. Like for this area, I can get a lot more sparse with it, just enough to break it up, so that it doesn't look like it's a spot that was, missed per se. Yeah, and here the stream's shallow enough that the rocks are kind of always visible, so that really makes that work from a visual perspective for me. Of course, yeah, BMAX Falls is just a wonderful course, period. Alright. You know, I think I'm gonna skip the bushes on uh, the pond. So they fit just kind of the lazy creek area a little more, and then you can just have the pond be a little bit more open. Ah, yeah, VMAX Falls is wonderful. It's I mean, you almost kind of have to watch that that VOD of Petty and Rhino getting having the designer ask them to play it, because that was great. That, I mean, it's kind of what makes that whole inside joke work. go. Be less. I forgot about that line. That was good. Maybe I could throw a couple bushes in here to break that area up. Yeah, that works for me. Alright, let's do that. These kind of naturally shallower areas that would have some water flow to them. We can do some planting in those. No, not really. You know, they're captains because they're kind of long established members that were willing to do it and kind of had a friendship rivalry thing going already, so it made perfect sense to have them do that captaincy thing. Grass down. Yes, meow kitty, I know. Hi Orion, hello. Can you say hi to chat? Alright, we'll just throw some grass down around the edge, the sides of our stream all the way down, and that should probably do it for the stream planting. Yes, meow meow. Obviously. Alright. That. I think we'll just do that around the streams. I don't need to do that around the lake, because you're never really going to look that closely at it, and I don't think it necessarily looks as good around the lake. Don't really need to do it down here as much because you're never really gonna go, probably never panning down here. Yep, good enough. So you're only gonna look at it from way back here. I guess the grass does render from there, so that's fine. We can sprinkle some in. There we go. Perfect. So there's that. The key to minimalism is to be lazy and not feel like doing tons of elaborate planting. Plus, I just find that a lot of stuff in this game just doesn't ever quite look right to me. I think you can accomplish a lot of interesting looks in this game, but a lot of them just kind of, they'll look good, but they don't look so good that I can't see them as their components. Of just as like, oh, he did that by combining these objects or things like that. It never kind of breaks that, or it always breaks that immersion for me. So there's a lot of stuff that I do where I just keep it simple as to not kind of trigger that immersion breaking thing. You have no auto-gen trees? No, I do not. Yeah, because this is in Boreal, and I'm using all trees that, well, I guess I'm using a couple Boreal trees, but I did all the planting by hand, so a lot of copy paste, but still by hand. I can probably just sprinkle a couple bigger rocks in here, and we'll probably be done with the stream. Yeah, before I just started spamming the copy pasted trees all over the map, I was at about 20-30% meter. But again, I figured, like, I have so much meter to use that instead of like really carefully blocking off the view from the edges of the plot, like normally with a plot edge like this, I'd use buried trees and stuff to fill this in, so you just get like this wall of growth that you can't see through, and that acts kind of as a boundary for your plot. Instead of doing that, I just copy pasted a ton more trees around than I needed because I'm lazy. That's easier, and I have so much meter to play with that I could do that. I think we're done there with the stream. I could sprinkle a couple bigger rocks in spots that are gonna get the views. Like that, that'll work. And we can sprinkle a couple of these in here as well. Alright. I think we can call that done for the stream and pond planting. Unless I see something on playthrough that I don't like and want to change. Let's do a quick save. When are you going to delete this course and start a new World Cup of Design course? So we're not going to delete this one, we're going to publish this one, and we're going to do it today. And then I'll just start a new World Cup of Design course at some point, I don't know, soon-ish. Not in a huge hurry. Hi, Orion. I know. Hi. Kick left. Ooh, it did. Nice. Actually, I should sprinkle some grasses in behind this green. That's what we should do there. All the hip kids are doing it. Yep, that works for me. Alright. Actually, I guess I can see a little of it looking back. Yeah, that's fine. Alright. Yep, see you in a bit, Thomas. Oh, I already saved before I play tested, but whatever, it's fine. Alright. So I can eliminate, or I can pull off course. No, it's well, no, I haven't finished the driving range yet, but I can do stream pond planting off my to-do list for this course. Oh, well, actually, let me go, before I forget, we'll sprinkle some grasses in there. Alright, and that should do. Perfect. Guess I can sprinkle a couple in here, just so it doesn't look like it just ends at the bridge. You know, that area kind of stretches under the bridge. Yeah, that's fine. Alright, cool. Now I can cross that off, check. Alright, so we can go finish driving range. Oh yeah, I already did some of this. Orion, will you get off the computer, please? Thank you. Although, this isn't really in an area you're ever going to look at, so I don't need to spend that much time on it if I don't want to. There you go, good enough. Oh, it's equipment, that's what I'm looking for. Range. Could throw some dividers down if I wanted. Although, again, you won't ever see these, so I don't need to worry about it too much. Go. Then we'll just do a couple ball pyramids and stuff. because I can. Exactly, Maddie. That's what we're all about here. Good enough. Spend your time on the stuff that matters, and the rest, like the little details that nobody's ever gonna see. You know, obviously you can throw some of those in there, but you don't have to spend tons of time on them either. Like, you know, we don't need to go overkill with the range. Just enough to suggest that there's stuff there, and then it's good enough. But we're gonna do equipment and some bag stands, 'cause why not? I'll throw 8 down, 'cause why not? I don't know. And like another 1 or 2 down here. 'Cause why not? Alright, good enough. Again, no one's really gonna look at that, so that's good enough. And I just threw a big piece of fairway down for that. So check driving range. Then I have off-course planting on my list, which I've done, and fill in the tree area on 18, which I've also kind of done. So at this point, I'm just going in and we're just crossing off all the things I have on my to-do list before hitting publish that still need to be done. We're just crossing them off one by one. Yeah, file size 2.6%. Yeah, it's because I have no grasses on this course. Alright, so you don't ever really see through the plot to the, or through the trees to the plot edge, so good enough. We'll just throw a couple in there, that's good. Alright. So I still need to do this little area, fill some stuff in here, and then this area. And again, we can do the good enough school of design here. And just alright, let's first off flatten all this so it's relatively flat. I don't think I nicked any of these tee boxes. Nah, we're good. Okay, so objects, buildings, townhouses, and we'll just sprinkle in our, again, this isn't an area anyone's ever really gonna look at, so I'm gonna get a lot lazier with this section. Go. Now we'll just fill in that area with trees a little bit. Whoops. Wanted to copy, not clear selection. Just fat fingered it. Alright, copy. Flip it around so it at least looks a little different, and then fill her in. Awesome. There we go. So now that area is all done. Not a... Hey, we're gonna add the driveways. I'm just gonna do it in one big lazy pass. So I suppose since we're starting to wrap up Season 2, now's a good time to start talking about what we might do for Season 3. So I think at this point we're 100% on doing full course projects from start to finish as seasons of the show. Probably in this format, where it's just kind of live streams and copies of the VOD put on YouTube. But you know, I'm open to suggestions if people have some. If you don't like the format, etc., etc. If you think there's a different way that it works, or if I just don't end up having any projects that are conducive to these kind of streams. There we go. So we've got houses. I can... These front ones I can probably do a little bit of detailing too. We'll throw a couple bushes in front of the houses and call it a day. You'll barely see those from off course, but you know, you'll see them enough. Actually, you don't even see... Yeah, it's whatever, that's fine. Yes, sort of. I'm gonna do one more episode this season, and that will be making the tournament version of this, where I start throwing in grandstands and stuff, and whatnot, But I also may or may not be starting a new season in a matter of weeks. I'm not sure yet. Because I'm in theory, I could still do my my World Cup course as a season of this show. Alright, so I could do some houses there. Yeah, but anyway, so I'm not 100% on, you know, when the next season will be. I think it'll be next, the World Cup course. We'll see. Again, I'm gonna have a lot of time to kill with that one. Just in terms of, you know, if I go crazy on it like I did with this one. I mean, hell, I streamed just about every moment of this course, and we're still, you know, we still have way too much time left over. Or rather, it's that whole thing of I streamed all of making this course, and I still did it in a week and a half or something insane like that. Or no, this is way more than that. It was maybe like 2.5, 3.5 weeks, somewhere in there. Whenever Jeremy gave us the green light that we could go ahead and start working. I don't remember exactly when that was. But anyway, I will definitely keep streaming until I finish this course this evening. However, I'm not sure I need to do all of that as a Joy of Planting episode either. So I might cut this episode in the next half hour or so, and then just do the last little bits of touch-ups and that sort of thing, and I think we can do the last touch-ups kind of off or in just a random design stream, and not just make a 2.5 hour episode of like playtesting and stuff. Almost 3 weeks. Okay, yeah. So that's the time frame I did this one in. Which is nuts, but it was mostly just because, you know, we're all stuck inside with quarantine, and it's the holidays, so everybody's off work. And I had a lot of extra time to kill this year. This was fun. It was a good time sink when I kind of needed one. It's just something to focus on and something to accomplish while there's just not a whole lot else going on. So there's those ones. Alright, so I think that's about all the planting I wanted to do. I might go in and do little detail touch-ups. Oh, I was going to finish off the fencing around this guy, which I can do. I threw a little green fence around our little maintenance spot, just so that it's not as dominant, you know, it doesn't draw the eye off the tee on a couple of these holes. So we can finish that up while we're thinking about it. I think that leaves the only thing left to do now is playtest and change the green speeds back to what I want. So we're yeah, that looks fine. Oh yeah, I can take a little bit more time on this one if I wanted, but let's see. Let's run that down all the way. Good enough. We'll throw a couple trees in here. But anyway, I could probably end this episode with a play test, and that could probably be it for now. Other than, yeah, I'll have one last episode as kind of a wrap up, and the tournament object planting. So we'll do that. Or it's not the last episode just yet, but we're getting there. So that'll work for detailing back there. I suppose for this we can just sprinkle a couple more trees and fill that area. I don't need to do anything crazy in there. We're just filling that up. Sprinkle some buried trees to act as kind of bushy areas, that sort of stuff. I'll throw a couple oak ones just to mix it up a little visually, and that should probably be it for this. Planted. Oh, thank you. You did remind me though. I need to. I haven't. I'm not. I don't need to do any deer, but I do need to do a goat at some point. We haven't had our goat Easter egg yet, so we'll have to do that. We'll do that on stream, because why not? If you watch the whole series, you get to go find the Easter egg on the course. Good enough. Alright, I think that should be it. We should be done and good to go. Alright, playtest time. And that should be it for this episode. I think I did pin one we wanna do like some nice careful thorough playtesting. So we'll start with one. And I usually like to playtest all the pins at least once more before I publish. Just to be certain. Double check any accidental changes I might have made, pins that are borderline, that sort of stuff. And we're playtesting on 187 because I want this course to be playable for those speeds. That will not be my published speed for this course, but since I want that to be a viable option for this course, I will do, I'll do my play testing on that speed, and then bump it down before I publish. Oh, actually, whoops! Before I forget, goats. We needed the goats. Gotta hide my goats in my course somewhere. I think obviously we need one hanging out in here, because why not? That's a fun little spot to hide. Actually here, maybe not there, maybe we hide them in here. Somewhere you'll never really look. We'll hide it in here somewhere. Alright, there we go. I might want to put another one over here, because that'll be fun. There we go. There we have our goats. Awesome. Do a save. and round of play testing, and that should be it for the episode. So I'm not 100%. I might do... I don't know. Maybe I'll just do the, I can do the tour version tomorrow. I think I'll have time tomorrow evening to do a stream. So maybe that's when we'll do our tournament version, and I'll, call it an evening tonight. Well, I should say I'll still stream. I'll do a stream with my, the rest of, we can stream, chit chat. I'll do the rest of my play testing for the other pin sets, and then maybe call it an evening. But regardless, I'll keep hanging around this evening. But I think that'll be it for the episode. Come back. Yeah, alright. I like that one. Oh, I almost forgot. I'm debating if I want to do tournament crowds in this version or not. I might sprinkle a couple in. Actually, maybe since this is the members version, we'll leave it off. And the tour version will have all the crowds. But even without like the, I don't know. Yeah, maybe I'll sprinkle a couple people in spots for even the members one, just for fun. You can still have that thing of like, oh, there can still be like a small tournament people would come out and watch, even if it's not a full, because again, you could still, in theory, do like tournament rounds and stuff where you'd want to have the atmosphere just on the regular version of the course, and the tournament one will be for the atmosphere that you'd want for like a big tournament. Yeah, sprinkling a couple people around should be easy enough. Maybe I'll do that in between playtesting rounds, and we'll give that a go. But this will be a good kind of tour of the what the course ended up looking like for the regular version before we hop into the, essentially make a different version of the course for the last episode of the series. I really do like how this turned out, though. This has been a lot of fun. Yeah, that'll work. I do love this hole. This turned out awesome. Oh, that's a dangerous spot to be in. Stay. Nothing like barely making a par on your short, gettable par 3. Kick right. Alright, that'll work. Ooh, not quite. So I can look at, see if I want to jazz up the planting around the hole, but I'm honestly probably okay. It'd be one where you'd probably, you know, they'd probably maintain that bank regularly. Ooh, alright, let's go, go bunker to bunker on this one. Always fun. Alright. Yeah, that pin's probably okay. A little, you know, a little dicey, but it's also 187, so the regular version will play at slower speed, so it won't be nearly as bad. I think, yeah, the goal is if a couple borderline pins are okay at these speeds, because they're, you know, they're meant to be as difficult as you can make them play. I have to double check the bridges and make sure I did those correctly. I think I did. I think I finished those. Oh, stay. Okay. Didn't lose it off the tier. That's good. My putting still sucks, but I don't think that's gonna make it, but it'll be close. Nope. There you go. Yeah, I think I'm gonna leave this back tee back here. That'll be fun. Yep, looks like I did finish the bridge. Awesome. And I haven't noticed any spots where the edges of the plot are apparent, which is good. Oh my goodness, my putting is terrible. That's okay. I guess you can, at the peak of your shot there, you can see to the edge of the plot. So maybe I do fill in a little back there. That's fine. Or I just turn auto-generated plants back on and call it a day. It's an option. Save some plant meter. I agree. I like that one as a finisher. I haven't wasted any. I can actually here. I could just multi-plant some if I want. Alright, Where's miles from anything? Oh, whatever. We'll figure that out in a bit. So I think that'll be a good place to cut it for tonight. For those of you in chat, stick around. I'll stream the rest of my rounds if you wanted to, chat and hang out. For those of you watching on the follow back, or on the playback, thanks for following along this season. It's been fun. I guess we will see you next time. Until then, have a good one.